Hello students, so today we are going to do the second part of the question bank of trigonometry. Okay, so let's start with the first question, that is question 3b, the first one. So they have given the value of sec theta as 41 upon 40 and you have to find out the values of sine, cot, cosec or whatever the ratios are. So there are two methods for solving this. One is by using identities, trigonometric identities, or other by what method I am showing you by using Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so we know that sec theta, okay, sec theta is nothing but hypotenuse upon adjacent. So from the figure it is going to be AC upon BC. Okay, so that ratio of AC upon BC is nothing but 41 upon 40. So AC is going to be 41x and BC is going to be 40x. So in the figure I am writing 41x and 40x. Now if I use Pythagoras theorem, so what I'll get? AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. So that is 41x square equals to AB square plus 40x square. Now 41 square is 1681, so 1681x square equals to AB square plus 1600x square. After I shift, what I get is AB square equals to 1681x square minus 1600x square, that is 81x square. So AB is going to be square root of 81x square, that is equals to 9x. So that is what I'm writing in the figure, 9x. So I got AB as 9x. Now the question is you have to find whatever the values are. Okay, we have to find the value of sine theta. We know the formula for sine theta is opposite upon hypotenuse. So opposite is 9x, hypotenuse is 41x. So we get answer as 9 is to 41. X will cancel. The next is cot theta. So the formula for cot theta is adjacent upon opposite. So 40x upon 9x. So that is 40 is to 9. And the next is cosec theta. So you can directly get cosec from the figure, or we know that cosec theta is nothing but inverse of sine theta. So we have the value of sine theta as 9 upon 41. So this will be 41 upon 9, or 41 is to 9. Okay, so the same calculations you can do it with using trigonometric identities. Okay, now let's see the second sum. So second sum also you can use the identity. Here I'll be using Pythagoras theorem. So they have given that 5 sec theta minus 12 cosec theta equal to 0. So the first step what I'm doing is I'm shifting minus 12 cosec theta on the right hand side. So what I'll get is 5 sec theta equals to, minus will become plus 12 cosec theta. Now 5 as it is. Now I'll convert sec into cos. So sec theta is nothing but 1 upon cos theta equals to 12 into cosec theta is nothing but 1 upon sin theta. Okay, now I'm shifting sin theta on the left hand side and I'm shifting 5 on the right hand side. So what I'll get is sin theta upon cos theta equals to 12 upon 5, and sin upon cos is nothing but tan theta is 12 upon 5. Okay, so these 3-4 steps we need to understand very properly. Now from the figure, okay, we know that tan is nothing but opposite, that is AB upon adjacent is BC. So what will be AB? AB will be 12x and BC is going to be 5x. So that is what I'm writing in the figure, AB as 12x and BC as 5x. So now if I use Pythagoras theorem, what I'll get? AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. So that is 12x bracket square plus 5x bracket square. So that is 144x square plus 25x square. That is 169x square. So AC will be square root of 169x square, that is 13x. So that 13x I am writing in the figure, that is nothing but the hypotenuse. Now whatever values you have to find out. Okay, we have to find the value of sine theta. Now sine theta is nothing but opposite upon hypotenuse, that is 13x. So 12x upon 13x. So answer is 12 by 13. The next is sec theta. We know that sec theta is nothing but inverse of cos theta. So if cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse, sec theta is going to be hypotenuse upon adjacent. So answer is 13 by 5. Okay, so this is how we solve the sum. Now let's see question number 3, that is prove that. Okay, so I've already taken the left hand side. Now here we are using one property again from 9th standard, that is nothing but complementary angles. So that is tan 90 minus theta is nothing but cot theta, and cot 90 minus theta is nothing but tan theta. So we get cot theta plus tan theta upon cosec theta. Okay, now I will convert everything in terms of sine and cos. Okay, the numerator as well as denominator. So what is cot theta? Cos theta upon sine theta plus tan theta is nothing but sine theta upon cos theta. That is what I solved the numerator, and denominator is cosec. Cosec is nothing but 1 upon sine. So I wrote 1 upon sine theta. Okay, now I'm going to do LCM or cross multiplication in the numerator. Okay, so just see the above step. When I cross multiply, I multiply these two. So what I get is cos square theta plus sine square theta upon sine theta into cos theta, and the denominator I'll keep as it is, 1 upon sine theta. Okay, now let us use an identity. See the part what I'm highlighting with green. We know that the answer for this is 1. Okay, sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So 1 upon sine theta into cos theta. Okay, 1 upon sine theta as it is in the denominator. Now when I shift 1 upon sine theta up, okay, so what I'll get is, let me write down the numerator as it is, 1 upon sine theta cos theta as it is. So when I shift 1 upon sine in the numerator, I will get sine theta. So what we see over here is sine theta will cancel, and what we are left with is 1 upon cos theta, and we know that 1 upon cos theta is nothing but sec theta, that is nothing but equal to RHS. Okay, so students, you can pause the video and take down the sum, okay, from time to time. Okay, now let's see the next one, sum number 4. Okay, so what they are given, I have taken the LHS, that is cot square theta minus tan square theta. Okay, now students, a small hint I'll give you. Don't always convert your LHS into sine and cos. Okay, in most of the cases it works, but in some cases the sum becomes more easy. Okay, like this one. Now I know that on the right hand side, see the right hand side, I have cosec and sec. I have cosec and sec. So, and we know that there is identity with cot and tan and cosec and sec. So that is what I'm going to use. Now see what I'm doing. Now we know that cot square theta is nothing but cosec square theta minus 1. I use identity, and we know that tan square theta is nothing but sec square theta minus 1. Okay, bus 2 steps, your sum is done now. So we have cosec square theta minus 1. I'll just open the bracket, minus sec square theta. When I open the bracket, minus into minus will become plus, that is plus 1. Bus, the sum is done. So minus 1 plus 1 will cancel, and what we are left with is cosec square theta minus sec square theta, and that is nothing but right hand side. So we finish the sum in 3 steps. Okay, now suppose if you don't remember this, you convert the sum into sine and cos, you will get the same answer, but the number of steps will be more. Okay, now let's see the next one, sum number 5. Now for the sum number 5, I have taken the right hand side. Okay, because that is slightly more easy or convenient to solve, you can even start with LHS also. Okay, now it is bracket square, so I am going to show bracket square as it is. Now I will convert these terms into sine and cos. So sec is nothing but 1 upon cos theta, and tan theta is nothing but sine theta upon cos theta. Now I have the same denominator, so that is cos theta, common denominator. I will have 1 plus sine theta bracket square. Okay, now what I'm doing is the bracket square I'm putting in the numerator and in the denominator separately. Okay, why? Let's see the next step. So this is 1 plus sine theta bracket square. In the denominator we have cos square theta. Now I'm writing 1 plus sine theta bracket square as it is again. Now I'm using identity. What is that identity? Cos square theta is nothing but 1 minus sine square theta. So instead of cos square theta, I'm writing 1 minus sine square theta. Okay, now the last two steps. Now I'm using a square minus b square identity, that is a plus b, a minus b. Okay, 1 means 1 square. I just write here 1 square in the denominator for you to understand. Okay, yes. Now in the numerator we have 1 plus sine theta bracket square. Bracket square means what? 1 plus sine theta into 1 plus sine theta. I'm writing the bracket 2 times because it is square. Now in the denominator we have a square minus b square, so that is a plus b, a minus b. So a plus b, that is 1 plus sine theta and 1 minus sine theta. Okay, now what we see is 1 plus sine theta, 1 plus sine theta will cancel, and what we get is 1 plus sine theta upon 1 minus sine theta, and that is nothing but equal to LHS. You can pause the video and understand the sum very carefully, students. Okay, so let's start with the sixth sum. We have taken LHS, and here we are just going to do LCM, or you can even convert first into sine and cos. Okay, sine is already there, we have sec in the denominator, so without doing that, first I will do LCM here. Okay, so when you do LCM, what will happen? This term will multiply here, this term will multiply here, and these two terms will multiply in the denominator. So what I'll get is sine theta bracket sec theta minus 1 plus sine theta bracket sec theta plus 1, the whole upon, here in the denominator we'll have sec theta plus 1 and sec theta minus 1. So let us open the brackets. So we'll have sine theta sec theta minus sine theta. I opened the first bracket, plus now I'm opening the second bracket, that is sine theta sec theta plus sine theta. Okay, I just opened both the brackets. Now in the denominator we have a plus b, a minus b. Okay, here I'm using the identity of a plus b, a minus b. So what is that? A square minus b square. So I will get a square, that is nothing but sec square, minus b square, 1 square is 1. Okay, now just have a look at the numerator, students. Minus sign plus sign will cancel, minus sign plus sign will cancel. Now what we have in the numerator is these two terms. See, I'm highlighting with green. Okay, sine theta sec theta plus sine theta sec theta. So the same term we are adding. So what should I write? 2 sine theta sec theta. Now the denominator, we know that sec square theta minus 1 is nothing but tan square theta. Okay, now what I'll do, 2 sine theta sec theta as it is, I'm going to convert tan square into sine and cos. So what I'll get, sine square theta upon cos square theta. I'll put a bracket because next step I'm going to shift this bracket up. Okay, so the next step, when I shift the bracket up, what I'll get, 2 sine theta sec theta into, now when I shift the bracket up, what I'll get? Cos square theta upon sin square theta. Okay. Now sine and one sine will cancel. So what I get is sin theta. Okay. One more step and the sum is done. 2 as it is. Sec is nothing but 1 upon cos theta into cos square theta upon sin theta. I'm just writing the remaining terms as it is. I just converted sec to cos. So one sec will cancel here and one sec will cancel. So I'm left with one cos will cancel. So I'm left with cos theta. So now what I have is 2 cos theta upon sin theta, and cos theta upon sin theta is nothing but cot theta, that is but nothing equal to RHS. Okay. So I have shown you step by step all the steps. Okay. Okay, now let's see the seventh one. I've taken LHS again. We have to show that LHS is equals to sin theta. Okay, so now I'll be converting everything in terms of sine and cos. So the numerator is sec. We know that sec is inverse of cos. So I'm writing 1 upon cos A and putting a bracket. Here in the denominator, we have tan plus cot. So I'll convert tan and cot in sine and cos. So I will have tan equal to sine upon cos, and I have cot equal to cos upon sine. Okay. So next step, I'll keep the numerator as it is. In the denominator, I will do cross multiplication. So when I cross multiply, this is what will multiply. I have shown with red arrows. So what I'll get is sin square A plus cos square A, and in the denominator here we'll have cos A into sin A. Okay, so the next step I'll solve here. Now just have a look at the previous step. I'm highlighting with green. So we know that this is an identity, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So the next step will be 1 upon cos A as it is. Now the identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So 1 upon cos A dot sin A. Okay. Now I will bring this denominator up. So what I'll get in the last or the second last step is this 1 upon cos A. So when I shift, I'll get the reciprocal. So I will get cos A into sin A upon 1. And what we see is cos and cos will cancel, and what I get is nothing but sin A, and that is nothing but equal to RHS. Okay. Okay, let's see the eighth one, students. I've taken again LHS. We have to show that this LHS is equals to 2 plus cot square theta. Okay, so the step what we can do over here is we can split the denominator. Now split the denominator means what? What is the denominator over here? Sin theta. See this. Now this sin theta is for the first term also and is for the second term also. So what I can write is sin theta upon sin theta plus cosec theta upon sin theta. Okay, so what will happen? Sin and sin will cancel. What I get is 1 plus the sin theta as it is in the denominator. I will convert the numerator, that is cosec theta, in terms of sin. So cosec is 1 upon sin. Okay. Next step, 1 plus as it is. Now just have a look at the previous step, students. Okay. Now see the denominator. In the previous step, see the denominator. What is the denominator? Sin theta. Now just for your understanding, can I write down sin theta as sin theta upon 1? And then I will shift the term up. Okay. Yes, this is just for your understanding, students. Sin theta. Now when I shift sin theta upon 1 in the numerator, what I'll get? 1 upon sin theta. Okay. It will be the reciprocal. So how we got the reciprocal? For that I just showed you the upper step. So now what we get? 1 plus, see the previous step, it is 1 upon sine into 1 upon sine, so that is nothing but 1 upon sine square theta. 1 plus as it is. Now 1 upon sine is nothing but cosec, so this will be cosec square theta. Okay, now we get 1 plus. Now let's see the identity for what, for this cosec square theta. Now we know that cosec square theta is nothing but 1 plus cot square theta. Cosec square theta is 1 plus cot square theta. Okay, bus last step, 1 plus 1, that is 2. 2 plus cot square theta, and that is what nothing equal to RHS. Okay, so with this we finish with the 8th sum also. Okay, now let's see the 9th one. We have to show that this LHS is equals to -1. Okay, now students, now this sum can be done by few different processes. Either you can convert everything in terms of sine and cos, or what I'll do is I'll convert everything in terms of tan. Okay, means what, this bracket, the second term is already in terms of tan, so this fraction I'll keep as it is, this I'll not change. I will just change the first fraction. Okay, so what they have given, that cot means what, 1 upon 10. Okay, so here 1 upon tan A, and denominator is 1 minus 1 upon tan A. I just converted cot to tan. Okay, and the fraction, the second fraction, I'll keep it as it is, tan upon 1 minus tan. Okay, now I'm going to do LCM in the denominator of the first fraction. So if I do LCM, what I'll get, tan A minus 1 upon tan A, 1 upon tan A as it is, plus again the second fraction I am keeping as it is. Okay, now see the next step, I am doing the shifting, I am doing the reciprocal part, understand this very properly. Now the numerator as it is, 1 upon tan A into, now this fraction if I shift up, so what I'll get, tan A upon tan A minus 1. Okay, and the second fraction as it is, I'm not changing anything in the second fraction. Okay, yes, so now what I see is tan A will cancel, so what we get over here is 1 upon tan A minus 1 plus tan A upon 1 minus tan A. Okay, now students, I'm going to show you one important step. Make sure that you understand it very properly. So this is 1 upon tan A minus 1. Okay, now see this step. What is the denominator here, what I am highlighting with green? It is 1 minus tan theta. Okay, now see what I'm doing. I'm doing 1 minus tan theta as tan theta minus 1, means tan A minus 1. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm changing this sign. I'm changing this sign. So actually what I did here, student, is nothing but I took minus sign common in the denominator. Okay, why I did that? Now see this, what I'm highlighting with yellow. Now what I see is I get the same denominators. If not, I had to cross multiply. The sum would have been a little bit longer. So now I have the same denominator, tan A minus 1. In the numerator I have 1 minus tan A. Okay, last step. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking minus common in the numerator. If I take minus common, what will happen? The signs will change. So tan A, which was minus, will become plus, and 1 which was plus will become minus. So after taking minus sign common, I'll get tan A minus 1, and denominator so is tan A minus 1 as it is. So when I cancel this, don't forget minus sign is left, means minus 1 is left, and that is nothing but equal to RHS. Okay, a slightly different sum, few steps you have to remember properly. Okay, take a screen, pause the video and understand the sum. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, now the 10th one is very important, students, very important sum. Okay, let's see how do we do that. Okay, we have taken LHS. Now what we are going to do over here is we are going to rationalize the denominator. So let me write down the fraction first as it is, 1 plus cos A upon 1 minus cos A. Now I'm going to rationalize. So rationalize means what we do, we take the opposite sign, we take the conjugate of the denominator. Conjugate means what? We take the opposite sign. So what is there in the denominator? 1 minus cos, so I will multiply by 1 plus cos, 1 plus cos. Okay, yes. So now what I get over here is, see the numerator, 1 plus cos into 1 plus cos means 1 plus cos bracket square. Okay, bracket square as it is. In the denominator, see what we have, a minus b into a plus b. What is a minus b into a plus b? A square minus b square. Okay, so what I'll get is 1 square means 1 minus cos square. Okay, now again I'll take the root as it is. Now I have 1 plus cos bracket square, and now we are using identity. See the part what I'm highlighting, 1 minus cos square theta is nothing but sine square theta. Okay, so in the next step I'm going to write down that sine square a. Okay, now see the next step, I'll take a root sign as it is. Now if you see the previous step, we have square in the numerator and denominator, so can I take that bracket square common, and I'm writing 1 plus cos A upon sine A. Okay, I took square common, so what will happen is square and root will cancel. What I get is 1 plus cos A upon sine A. Okay, last step which is important, we need to remember this, I'm going to split the denominator. Okay, we call it as splitting the denominator. Means what? The denominator is for whatever the number of terms are there in the numerator. So I will write 1 upon sine A upon cos upon sine. So 1 upon sine is nothing but cosec, so I will write cosec A, plus cos upon sine is nothing but cot A, and this is what we need on the right hand side. Okay, an important sum, it is a board sum, students, do it very properly. Okay, let's have the next one, the 11th sum. Okay, so this sum is easy. Now we have sine raised to 4a minus cos raised to 4a. So can I write sine raised to 4a as sine square square minus cos raised to 4 will be cos square square. Okay, now this is a square minus b square. So what is a square minus b square? A plus b. Okay, so that is what I wrote in the first bracket, a plus b, second bracket a minus b. Okay, now we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is nothing but 1. The identity is 1. So next step I'm writing 1. No need to write down, but still I'll write down. What I get is sine square a minus cos square a. Okay, now have a look at the right hand side, students. We want cos. Okay, we want cos. So what I'll do in the next step, sine square a, I will write it as 1 minus cos square a. I wrote this. Okay, and minus cos square a will come as it is. Okay, I'll just show you again. Now see this, I'm highlighting with green. So instead of sine square a, I'm writing 1 minus cos square a. Yes, I wrote this identity. Okay, now what I have is 1 minus cos square a minus cos square a minus cos square a minus cos square a is minus 2 cos square a. 1 minus 2 cos square a, that is nothing but the right hand side. Okay, so always remember one thing, always have your eye on the right hand side, what you want on the right hand side. Okay, yes, let's see the next one. We have taken LHS. Okay, now this sum I would have even started with RHS also. Okay, so in both the cases you will get the answer. Now if you see the terms on the left hand side and the right hand side, they are related with identities. Okay, so here we are going to use identity. Now we know that sec square theta is nothing but 1 plus tan square theta. This is the identity for the first term. Okay, that is 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but sec square theta minus, what is cos square theta? 1 minus sin square theta. Bus, your sum is done. One more step, the sum is over. So this is what is very important in prove that sum, students. You should know what step to use. So let me open the bracket. So 1 plus tan square theta minus, and due to minus sign, what will happen? The sign will change. What I'll get is plus sin square theta minus 1 plus 1 cancel, and we got the answer tan square theta plus sin square theta, and that is nothing but equal to RHS. Actually only two step sum. The first step is the question what we wrote, and the last step is the RHS what we got. Okay, so the middle two steps are the calculations what we did, these two steps. Okay, understand it very properly. Okay, now let's see the next one, the 13th one. Okay, here also I have taken LHS. So if you see on the RHS, we have everything in terms of sine and cos. So let me try that. I'll convert this into sine and cos. So cosec is 1 upon sine. So cosec theta is 1 upon sine theta. Cot is cos upon sine. So cos theta upon sine theta. So what I got is 1 minus cos theta upon sine theta. Okay, we got. Now comes the most important part. I'll put a big star over here. Understand this very properly. Okay, now what I want on the right hand side, for that, see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to rationalize the numerator. In the numerator, I have 1 minus cos. I will multiply by 1 plus cos, 1 plus cos. Okay, yes, this step you have to remember. Now, let's see the next step. In the numerator, we have a plus b, a minus b. See this, I'm writing the identity. A minus b is the first bracket. A plus b is the second bracket. So a plus b, a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square. So what I'll get is a square minus b square. So 1 square is 1 minus cos square as it is. Now, the denominator, I'm not going to open the bracket. I'm going to keep it as it is. Okay. Don't do anything in the denominator. Why? Let's see two steps. Two more steps you will come to know. Okay. Now I got 1 minus cos square theta. Now let me highlight that. Now we know this is an identity. What is that? 1 minus cos square theta is nothing but sin square theta. So that is what I'm writing in the next step. So 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta. The denominator as it is sin theta 1 plus cos theta. Yes, now students, this is the reason why I kept the denominator as it is. Now sine will cancel. So sine, and this is sine square. So one sine is left. So what I get is sine theta upon 1 plus cos theta. And that is nothing but the right hand side we have. Okay, so that star step is important. Okay. Okay, let's see the next one. The 14th one. The 14th one is easy. Okay, now, and one the question is incomplete, students. They would have specified that angle B is 90. Okay, that is nowhere specified in the question, so we'll take that angle B as 90. Here they have given that cos C is 12 upon 13, and they have given the value of BC as 24. So in the figure I have written the value of BC, and you have to find out the value of AC. Okay, so let me write down cos C equals to 12 upon 13. Okay, so 12 upon 13 as it is. Cos, what is the formula for cos? Adjacent, that is BC, upon opposite, adjacent upon hypotenuse, that is AC. So BC upon AC. Now they have given the value of BC as 24 upon AC, that is 12 upon 13. We'll just cross multiply or shift. So what I'll get, 24 upon 13, 24 into 13 upon 12, that is 1s are 2s are, your answer is 26. Bas, your sum is over. Okay, so this is what we got. We got the value of AC as 26. Okay, very easy sum, students. You can just go through. Okay, now let's see the 15th one. Okay, now see, students, if you see in the 15th sum, I've written LHS and RHS both. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will solve LHS, then I'll tell you why I'm solving RHS also. Okay, so first step, what we'll do, we'll convert everything in terms of sin and cos. Okay, so I have 1 plus sec. Sec is nothing but 1 upon cos. So I'll write 1 plus 1 upon cos. Sec is nothing but 1 upon cos. Okay, now next step, I'm going to solve the numerator. So I'm going to do LCM. Just have a look at the numerator in the previous step. It is 1. So I'm going to cross multiply here. Okay, so see what I'll get. I will get cos A plus 1 upon the whole cos A. Okay, upon the denominator I'll keep as it is. Okay, this I've kept as it is. I just solved the numerator. Now in the next step, I'm going to shift the denominator up. So what I'll get, cos A plus 1 upon cos A. So when I shift, okay, it will get inversed. So I'll get cos A upon 1. So cos A will cut, and what I get is nothing but 1 plus cos A. Okay, so let me highlight this. I got 1 plus cos A on the left hand side. Now if I see on the right hand side, I have sin square A upon 1 minus cos A. Okay, so I'm going to start with RHS also. I'll keep on solving this till I get my answer as 1 plus cos A. Okay, and that is a two-step sum. So can I write sin square theta here? Sin square theta as, see what I'm writing in the next step, 1 minus, just a minute, 1 minus cos square theta. I wrote 1 minus cos square A. I'm using antidT, the denominator as it is 1 minus cos A. Now here in the numerator, this is nothing but A square minus B square. So what is A square minus B square? A plus B, A minus B. Okay, so that is 1 plus cos A into 1 minus cos A upon 1 minus cos A as it is. The denominator is as it is. So what I see is 1 minus cos A, 1 minus cos A will cancel, and what I get is 1 plus cos A, and if you see, that is nothing but equal to the LHS what we have solved. Okay, so what I get, therefore LHS equals to RHS. Okay, so in few of the sums we have to solve LHS also and RHS also and get the same answers. Okay, let's see the next one, the 16th one. Now students, in the 16th sum there is a small correction what I have highlighted over here. Okay, yes, this is a misprint in the question paper, in the question bank, so just do that. Now here they have given sin A as 3 upon 5. Okay, so from the figure, what is sine? Let's see, 3 upon 5 I wrote here. Sin A, what is sine? Opposite, that is BC upon hypotenuse, AC. So what I get is BC is 3x and AC as 5x. So let me write that in the figure. BC is 3x and AC as 5x. So to find AB, I have to use Pythagoras theorem. So I will directly write down here that AB square equals to 5x square minus 3x square. Okay, yes, so that is 25x square minus 9x square, that is 16x square. So AB is going to be square root of 16x square, that is 4x. So that is what I'm going to write down here, AB as 4x. Okay, now what we have to show, let me start with the left hand side, LHS. So what is LHS? 4 sin A plus 3 cos A. Okay, so 4 into what is sine from the figure or what they have given. Sine is what? 3 upon 5 plus 3 into what is cos, that will get from the figure. What is cos? Adjacent, that is 4x upon hypotenuse is 5x. So x and x will cancel. So what we get is 12 upon 5 plus 12 upon 5, that is 24 upon 5. Okay, we got LHS. Now let's see what we want on the right hand side. Right hand side is 6 cos A. 6 as it is. Again, cos is nothing but adjacent upon hypotenuse. So 4x upon 5x. X and x will cancel. We will get 24 upon 5. Okay, so now see what we got. We got LHS as 24 upon 5. We got RHS also as 24 upon 5. So with this we can say that LHS is equals to RHS. Okay, so that was a small correction in the question bank. Okay, so let's see the next one, the 17th one. Okay, so here I have started with LHS. So if you see, we have two fractions. So we are going to cross multiply. Okay, so what will happen? 1 plus sine will multiply, cos and cos will multiply, and cos and 1 plus sine will multiply in the denominator. So what I'll get is 1 plus sine b bracket square plus cos square b, and in the denominator I will get cos b bracket 1 plus sine b. Okay, now in the numerator I am going to use a plus b bracket square, where here see this bracket, students, I'm highlighting with green. Okay, here I'm going to use a plus b bracket square identity. So what is a plus b bracket square? A square, that is 1 square, plus 2 into a into b, so 2 into 1 into sine, so that will be 2 sine, plus b square. B square is nothing but sine square b. Okay, so this is the answer for the identity, plus cos square b as it is. Now again for this sum, students, I am not going to open the bracket. I'll keep the denominator as it is. Why? Within 2 steps you will come to know that. 1 as it is, 2 sine b as it is. Now see the part what I am highlighting with yellow, students. Yes, is this nothing but 1 sine square theta plus cos square theta as 1. So I wrote 1 for this. Again denominator as it is. Okay, now in the next step what will happen? See this, I'm highlighting with green. 1 plus 1 will add up. So 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2 plus 2 sine b, and again the denominator as it is, cos b 1 plus sine a. Okay, now 2 common in the numerator, so I'll get 2 bracket 1 plus sine b upon cos b bracket 1 plus sine b it is. Okay, I'll do that correction in the previous step. Sine b it is. Okay, sine b. Okay, students, that is sine b everywhere. Okay, so just let me write down sine b everywhere. Sine b. Okay, I wrote sine b. Now what I see is, students, 1 plus sine b, 1 plus sine b cancel. What we get over here is 2 upon cos b. So 2 as it is, inverse of cos is sec. So we get 2 sec b, that is nothing but equal to RHS. Okay, so that is why I didn't open the bracket in the denominator. Okay, because 1 plus sine b and 1 plus sine b will cancel. Okay, students, so with this we finished with question 3b. Now question 4, very important, we have all 4 mark questions. So let's see the first one. Okay, so I've taken the left hand side and we have to show that that is equals to tan a plus cot a. Okay, so I will convert everything in terms of sine and cos. So sine square as it is. Okay, now just see, students, the terms what I'm highlighting. I'm highlighting tan and cot. So I'm going to convert that. So what is tan? Tan is sine. Sine upon cos. So sin A upon cos A. This is the first term plus cos square A as it is. Cot is nothing but cos upon sine. I'll put a bracket plus 2 sin A cos A as it is. Okay. Now this I have to show that this is equals to tan plus cot. So let's see. So this will be sin cube A upon cos A plus cos cube A upon sin A plus 2 sin A cos A. Okay. Now what I'll do is, students, I will not add all the three terms together. I will add first two terms and then I'll add that answer to the third term. Okay, so if I add the first two terms, what I'll get? Sin raised to 4a plus cos raised to 4a upon cos a sin a plus 2 sin a cos a. Okay. Now 2 sin a cos a means the denominator is 1. Okay. So I'm going to do LCM here. So what I'll get is sin raised to 4a plus cos raised to 4a plus 2. Now if I do cross multiply here, okay, sin a cos a will multiply to sin a cos a. So what I'll get? Sin square a cos square a upon cos a sin a. Okay. Now students, just have a look at the numerator. Just have a look at the numerator. This numerator, okay, just a minute. This numerator is nothing but an expansion of an identity. Okay, what is that? Let's see. Yes, now this is nothing but sin square a plus cos square a bracket square upon cos a into sin a plus b bracket square, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, we are using that identity in the reverse order. Normally we have this bracket and we have to write down this. Okay, this is the reverse of that. Now what I see is sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. The numerator is 1 and 1 square is 1. So I will get 1 upon cos a dot sin a. Okay, now what I did, I got the left hand side. Okay, I got the left hand side. Now just have a look at the right hand side. Let me take the screen up slightly. Yes, now I'm going to do the right hand side part over here. Okay, RHS. Okay, so what do we have in RHS? Tan a plus cot a. Now what is tan? Sin upon cos. And what is cot? Cos upon sin. Okay, now we'll do LCM or cross multiply. So what I'll get? Sin square a plus cos square a. We cross multiply upon the denominator will be cos a into sin a. Now what I see is again here I have sin square theta plus cos square theta. This identity is 1. Okay, so that will be equals to 1 upon cos a dot sin a. So I got RHS. Now I'll just take the screen down. Now this is what we see, students. We have LHS as well as RHS. What I'm highlighting with pink. This is my left hand side. Okay, and this is my right hand side. So what we see is we got LHS and RHS same. So LHS equals to RHS. So this is one more sum where we solved LHS also and RHS also. Okay, students, I hope you're understanding. Let's see the next sum, students. Okay, sum number 2. Now I have taken left hand side, that is sec square a minus cosec square a, and we have to see all the terms on the right hand side is nothing but in terms of sin and cos. So that is what I'll do. So sec is nothing but 1 upon cos. So I'll write down cos square a minus this is cosec is 1 upon sine. So I will get 1 upon sine square a. Now when I cross multiply, I will get sine square a minus cos square a upon the denominators will multiply cos square a into sine square a. Now if you see students, we got the denominator. Okay, denominator we got. Now what I have to do, I have to just see the numerator. In the numerator, what I want on the right hand side is nothing but sine. Okay, we want sine. So what I'll do, I will keep sine square a as it is minus, now see what I'm doing. Instead of cos square a, I'm using an identity that is 1 minus sine square a. See this part. This is what we need to understand. What to convert to what? Which term to convert to what? Okay, so here I will get cos square a into sine square a. Okay, but now last two steps, the sum is done. So what I have is sine square a minus 1. When I open the bracket, it will change to plus sine square a upon the denominator as it is cos square a into sine square a. Now just see these two terms, what I'm highlighting with yellow. Sine square a plus sine square a is nothing but 2 sine square a minus 1 upon cos square a into sine square a, and that is nothing but equals to RHS. Okay, so always you have to keep your one eye on the right hand side, what you want. Okay, according to that we convert. Okay, so this is the second sum. Now let's see the third sum, students. Now the third sum, students, I'll tell you, you might have done this particular sum by theorem on equal ratio, what you've done in 9th standard. So that method is also correct, but I'll show you another method, okay, which will make the sum little bit more smaller, but okay, whatever method you prefer, you can do that. Okay, now we know the identity. What is that identity? That 1 plus cot square a equal to cosec square a. So if I shift this over here, what I'll get, 1 equal to cosec square a minus cot square a. Okay, now this is nothing but in terms of a square minus b square. What is a square minus b square? A plus b, a minus b. Okay, so if I use that, can I write 1 equal to cosec a plus cot a into cosec a minus cot a. Okay, now that is what I'm going to use in left hand side. Now see this, students, left hand side, what I'm doing. See the LHS what I have written. See this one, I'm highlighting with green. Okay, now see, just a minute. Now see what I'm writing. I'll start from here. Now see what I'm writing. I'm writing cot a plus cosec a as it is minus, instead of 1, can I write down this? Instead of 1, can I write down cosec a plus cot a and cosec a minus cot a. Okay, so instead of 1, I wrote this. Okay, but this is a different step what I'm doing. The denominator I'm keeping as it is. So cot a minus cosec a plus 1. Denominator, no change. Okay, now in the numerator, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a bracket here. Okay, in red, so that in the next step, see this, cot a plus cosec a and cot a plus cosec a, or cosec a plus cot a. It is a plus sign, so it won't make much of a difference. This is the common bracket. Okay, this is the common bracket. So see what I'm writing in the next step. Cot a plus cosec a common. So when I take everything common, what is left? 1. That is what I'm writing here. 1 minus. Okay, now see, students, because of this minus sign, what will happen? This sign will change. So what I'll get in the bracket is cosec a plus cot a. I just took a bracket common. The bracket what I have highlighted in yellow, I have taken common. Okay, and due to minus sign, the sign changed, upon the denominator as it is, that is cot A minus cosec A plus 1. Now what I see is, students, these two brackets are same. I'm highlighting with pink. 1 minus cosec A plus cot A, or cot A minus cosec A plus 1. Okay, the terms are not arranged, but yes, the signs are same. So I can cancel these two brackets. I can cancel these two brackets. So what I get over here, I'll write here. What I get is cot A plus cosec A. 2 steps and the sum is done. Can I write cot as cos upon sine? And can I write cosec as 1 upon sine? Bus. Now the sum is done. So I get 1 plus cos A upon sine A, and that is but nothing equals to RHS. Okay, so this sum I've shown you by this particular method. You can also do this sum by theorem on equal ratio. Okay, what you have done in the exercise. Okay, students, so let's see the fourth sum. Okay, I have taken LHS and we have to show that this is equals to cosec theta minus sec theta. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write all the terms as it is, only I'm going to convert cot to tan. Okay, the last bracket has cot, so I'm writing it as 1 minus 1 upon tan theta. I just converted this step. Okay, next step as it is, sin theta bracket 1 minus tan theta as it is minus cos theta as it is. Now here I'm going to do LCM or cross multiplication. So what I'll get over here is tan theta minus 1 upon tan theta. Okay, now the next step is going to be very important, students. Understand this very properly. So this is sin theta as it is, 1 minus tan theta as it is. Now I'm not putting a minus sign as of now, just see this step, cos theta as it is. Now see the term what I'm highlighting with green. Okay, this is what tan theta minus 1. I'm writing 1 minus tan theta upon tan theta. So 1 minus tan theta means what I did, I took minus sign common from the previous step. That minus sign will come here, and when that minus and minus will come, what will happen? Minus into minus will become plus. Okay, so I took minus sign common, so tan theta minus 1 became 1 minus tan theta. Okay, so the next step what I see is 1 minus tan theta is common. Yes. Okay, yeah, just to take 1 minus tan theta common, I took that minus sign common in the previous step. So what I'll get is 1 minus tan theta as it is. So what I get in this bracket is sin theta plus cos theta upon tan theta. Okay, I got this. Now see the next step I'll do here. Now we have 1 minus tan theta, so I'll write 1 minus tan theta as sin theta upon cos theta bracket sin theta as it is plus cos theta as it is. Now instead of tan theta I'm writing sin theta upon cos theta. Okay, only this part I've written in red so that you understand. And in the next step I'm going to shift this sin theta upon cos theta up. Okay, and side by side, students, I'm going to do cross multiplication in the first bracket or LCM. So if I do LCM in the first bracket, what I'll get? Cos theta minus sin theta upon cos theta, sin theta as it is plus cos theta as it is. And if I do the inverse, what I'll get? Cos theta upon sin theta. Okay, now see the next step. This I'll write as it is, cos theta minus sin theta upon cos theta as it is. Now here I will do LCM. So this is upon 1. So when I cross multiply, what I'll get is sin square theta plus cos into cos will be cos square theta upon sin theta. Okay, now what we see is this sin square theta plus cos square theta. This answer is 1. So what we have over here is next step, cos theta minus sin theta upon cos theta into 1 upon sin theta cos theta. Okay, 1 upon sin theta cos theta. Last 2-3 steps, students, I'll do it over here. Now what I have is cos theta minus sin theta upon cos theta into sin theta. Okay, I got this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the denominators. Okay, see this step. I'm going to split the denominators. So what I'll get is cos theta upon cos theta into sin theta minus sin theta upon cos theta into sin theta. Okay, now what I see is cos and cos will cancel, sin and sin will cancel. So what I get over here is 1 upon sin. This is in the numerator, we have 1. So 1 upon sin is nothing but cosec theta, and 1 upon cos is nothing but sec theta. And if you see, this is nothing but equals to RHS, a slightly bigger sum, students. Okay, so this is equals to RHS. Okay, now let's see the fifth sum. Now they are given the value of cos and you have to find the value of cosec. Now we know the identity between sin and cos. What is that? Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. They have given the value of cos. So what will be sin square theta? 1 minus cos square theta. So that is equals to 1 minus 2 root m upon m plus 1 bracket square. Okay, so what I get is 1 minus 2 square is 4, root m square is m upon m plus 1 bracket square. I'll keep as it is. Okay, now if I do cross multiplication, what I'll get? M plus 1 bracket square minus 4m upon m plus 1 bracket square as it is. Okay, now sin square a equals to m plus 1 bracket square. Now that bracket I'll open, a plus b bracket square. So what is that? A square plus 2ab plus b square minus 4m as it is upon m plus 1 bracket square. The denominator I'm not opening the bracket. Why? I'll tell you that. And what I get over here is 2m minus 4m. So 2m minus 4m is m square minus 2m plus 1. Okay, 2m minus 4m is minus 2m upon m plus 1 bracket square. Now just see the numerator, students. Now is this numerator nothing but an expansion of m minus 1 bracket square? Just think in the reverse order. Okay, m minus 1 bracket square is nothing but m square minus 2m plus 1. So what I'm going to write this as m minus 1 bracket square upon m plus 1 bracket square, and this is nothing but equals to sin square a. So if I take square root, what I'll get? Sin a equals to m minus 1 upon m plus 1. So that is why I kept the denominator as it is. So if sin is m minus 1 upon m plus 1, we know that sin and cosec are inverse. So what will be cosec a? Cosec a is nothing but m plus 1 upon m minus 1. Okay, let's see the next sum, students. Yes, now they have given the value of sec a as x plus 1 upon 4x, and we have to show that sec a plus tan a is 2x plus or 1 upon 2x. So let's see. So first thing is we have the identity relation between sin and between sec and tan. So we have 1 plus tan square a is sec square a. So we have to find the value of tan a. So it will be tan square a equals to sec square a minus 1. Okay, so we have the value of sec a. So that is x plus 1 upon 4x bracket square minus 1. So that is equals to, I'm using identity, a plus b bracket square, a square plus 2 into a into b plus b square. So 1 upon 4x square is 1 upon 16x square, minus 1 as it is. Now what we see is x and x will cancel, this and this will cancel. So what I get is x square plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 16x square. We got this minus 1. Okay. Now see the next step. Plus half minus 1. What is plus half minus 1? Minus half. Right? Okay, plus half minus 1 is minus half. So I got x square minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 16x square. Okay, now is this nothing but equal to x minus 1 upon 4x bracket square? See this step, students. X plus 1 upon 4x, when I open the bracket, I get x square plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 16x square. So if I have x square minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 16x square, that should be the square of x minus 1 upon 4x bracket square. Okay, but this is a small thing what you have to remember. So what is this? This is nothing but the value of tan square a. So tan square a is x minus 1 upon 4x bracket square. So what will be tan a? So when I take square root, we always have two values, plus or minus x minus 1 upon 4x. Okay, I have two values of tan, so I'm going to use both the values of tan side by side. Okay, so the first thing you have to find out is sec a plus tan a. So what is sec a? X plus 1 upon 4x plus, now first I'll take the value of tan a as plus x minus 1 upon 4x. So I will get plus x minus 1 upon 4x. So what I see is 1 upon 4x, 1 upon 4x will cancel because of opposite sign, and we get x plus x as 2x. So this is the first value we got, 2x. Okay, now let me take the another value of tan, that is minus. So we have sec a plus tan a equals to, the value of sec is x plus 1 upon 4x. Now the value of tan is minus the bracket. So when it is minus the bracket, what will happen? Minus x. When I open the bracket, 1 upon plus 1 upon 4x. So here what will happen? X and x will cancel, and what we get is 1 upon 4x plus 1 upon 4x, that is 2 upon 4x, and if I reduce, I will get 1 upon 2x. And if you see the proving part, this is what we have to prove. Okay, we have two values of sec a plus tan a, that is 2x or 1 upon 2x. Okay students, so with this we finish with the second part of the question bank of trigonometry.